welcome back. I don't know if that's a welcome back for me or if that's a welcome back for you, but hopefully you notice something a little bit different about me. I'm a little bit, you know, it's been a couple months, maybe. I don't know, my hair is pink, that's it. That's all I have to say. That's really what it was. I really hope that you caught that. And I hope you like it, because I honestly am in love with it, and I am very excited to be able to sit down and talk to you guys about a lot of different things. So, I'm not even gonna try to segue. Let's just jump straight into this, okay? Honestly, if I could make this a YouTube video, just a video on its own with no cuts, I think that'll be the most real way that I can do this and actually have a real conversation just sitting down with you guys and just talking, okay? So, very big life events have occurred over the past couple of months. So I think the last time that I talked to you guys, I was driving my Corvette across the country to New Jersey from California. Well, I'm officially like really bi-coastal. I literally have like 75% of my stuff on the East Coast and 25% of my stuff on the West Coast. And right now, East Coast has kind of been more home base for me, especially with the writer's strike and everything going on with SAG-AFTRA. I've been very based on the East Coast recently, which has been so refreshing and so great for my mental health. I cannot even begin to explain to you guys how actually happy I am, especially with all the stuff that I'm about to lay on you, because I got a lot of heavy stuff to kind of talk about a little bit. But the East Coast is great for me. I'm so happy that I'm there. I could not have made a better decision. But I'm still always going to be going back to California. There's a lot of stuff going on in California all the time, and that's not going to be slowing down anytime soon. And so I'm still going to be jumping back and forth quite a bit, but I do have a lot of my stuff on the East Coast, a lot more than I initially intended. Let me tell you what the heck I even took over there, okay? So first off and foremost, the Corvette went over to the East Coast. So Corvette went over to the East Coast. We drove that over there. That was fun and exciting. Got 3 speeding tickets along the way. Almost lost my driver's license. Was very upset about that. And honestly, kind of had a little bit of a mental breakdown after that. And I did not want to drive my car again until I got this like escort radar thing. But yeah, I got a radar detector for my car. And now I feel safe driving my car again, because I literally cannot have my license suspended. That is quite literally my livelihood, as you guys know. Or it was. And then what else? Okay, so we moved that to the East Coast, right? And I think that's the last time that I really got to talk to you guys. And then I had a job in Atlanta with Bridgestone Tires, which was really exciting. That's the last time that I talked to you guys. It was the Bridgestone Tires job in Atlanta. So when I was in Atlanta, my dad actually had to go to Atlanta. He bought a house there, and he decided that he was going to tow one of his cars to Atlanta, so he was going to use his truck, and then he was like, oh, I kind of want to keep my truck in California. Guess what he ended up doing? He used my van full of a bunch of my stuff. So that's how I kind of ended up moving. Like, all of a sudden, it happened really fast, and it was not planned by any means. I was in California for like a couple more days, and my dad was like, hey, I have an idea. Do you want me to just like drive your van over to the East Coast for you? Because I was going to take a car over there anyway, and I could just use your van to tow the car. And I was like, yes, that's insane. What a great idea. Thank you so much. So he basically drove my van to Atlanta. I had a job in Atlanta with Bridgestone Tires. So I didn't fly from Atlanta back to New Jersey. I drove from Atlanta back to New Jersey. And my dad actually surprised me and didn't tow his car to Atlanta. He towed my Datsun to Atlanta with my van. So now my Datsun is in New Jersey as well. So my van's in New Jersey, Datsun's in New Jersey, Corvette's in New Jersey. Solstice is still in California. Mercedes is still in California, but that's getting sold. Motorcycle is still in California. That's at my dad's house. And the race car. The race car is gone. I sold it. Finally sold it. And I say that with a heavy heart in a sense, because I still have so many mixed emotions about selling the race car. In a sense, I'm relieved. I have been talking about selling that car on and off for like 2 or 2.5 years now. Honestly, just because it really wasn't getting driven in the way that I wanted it to be driven. You guys know how much I hate having a car and not driving it, even though that's tend to be a little bit of a trend for me lately. The race car just hasn't been getting the love that it's deserved over the past like 2 years, quite honestly. And a lot of that I do blame on the fact that I have been having a really rough go for the past 2 years now, since Tiara's passing, as you guys know. Bring it up almost every single YouTube video, and that is because it still weighs on me so heavily. I'm literally getting a lump in my throat already. It still weighs on me so heavily day to day, that it's still so hard for me, you know, and like right after she passed, like some of the best memories that I had with her were in that car. And then like as soon as she passed, I just didn't have the motivation to do anything, and it became harder for me to work on it, became harder for me to do everything. And so it felt really good to let the car go, because it was, as you guys know, that car was a headache and a half. Oh my God. There was always something going on with that car. Great for content, because there was always something going on and I always had something to do to it, but like, damn, was it a money pit. It was a money pit, and I really feel like it was holding me back from driving in a sense, because I was always working on the damn thing. Like, it helped me a lot because it taught me a lot of mechanical skills, and it really got me comfortable with working on a car. And I do have to, there are some positives that came out of that car, okay? Let's get to the list of positives, because I don't want to talk negatively about that car. That car gave me so much confidence. Oh my God. I don't even know who I was before I got that car, really. I had never worked on a car before I got that car, really. I learned everything on that. Took off all the suspension on the car, took out all the sound deadening, tore apart the interior, learned how much of a pain in the butt clips are, especially like the wiring clips and stuff, like the little connections and stuff. Oh my God, I can't stand them. Yeah, I learned everything I ever learned on that car, just about. And it made me more comfortable to be able to work on other cars and other things and just do more, because I wasn't afraid of breaking anything anymore, because I knew I could fix it, or I could figure it out, or I knew someone that could help me figure it out. So it definitely built a lot of confidence within me. And quite honestly, even outside of just building my confidence, that car just did a lot for me talking to people. Like, it was a big conversation piece for me. I feel like it really helped push me along in the automotive industry, and I wouldn't be where I am today working on a really cool show with my friends Colette Davis and Katie Osborne in Florida right now. I really feel like I wouldn't be where I am today if I wasn't for that car, you know? I feel like I wouldn't be half the driver that I am. I feel like I wouldn't be even a fraction of the mechanic that I am today, and I just wouldn't have the same level of confidence that I do as a person, you know? And I wouldn't own the cars that I own now if it wasn't for that one, because I just wasn't scared anymore. But you know, when it came to like talking to people in the automotive world, I feel like that car really gave me a lot of like street cred in a sense every time that I would talk to somebody. Because like, yeah, I would tell them, oh yeah, I'm a stunt driver, I worked on this and that and the fourth, whatever, blah, 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 I drift and like da-da-da. But as soon as I would bring that car up and tell them like, oh yeah, I have this 1JZ 350Z that I built, it makes like 525 horsepower, I built the whole thing with like hand tools in my garage. I was one of the first people to do it, by the way. They were like, whoa, every single time. And it made me feel good, you know? It made me feel great. And I'm so grateful for that. But honestly, like, I'm glad I got to let that car go. And I'm really glad that I wasn't there to watch it go, because I think I would have been an emotional wreck. Speaking of being an emotional wreck, the internet sucks. The internet sucks. I lost 300 followers in a day, the day that I sold the car, because people are mad at me for selling it, because that's what they knew me for, which I get it, but like I don't get it at the same time, because that car has not been a part of my channel and my content for so long now. I'm like, what are you even upset about? And like, also people have to grow up and move on in life, and I'm not saying I'm growing up and moving on from automotive and moving on from drifting and moving on from building cars. It's just time for the next one. It's time for me to do something else, you know? I'm moving into a different chapter of my life, and I need space to be able to do that. And the car was literally just being shifted from my house to my dad's house to my rap sponsor's shop, where it sat for months. So yeah, car's gone. Very bittersweet, very, very, very bittersweet, but very happy to finally move along. The Solstice does have a hydro in it, so when I do go to California, I will be able to continue drifting and driving and all that kind of thing. Oh, speaking of the internet, I'm gonna tell you, I know you guys have noticed that I have not been on my HelmetHairr account. Honestly, I kind of hate it there. I am not saying that I hate being a influencer, if that's what you want to call it. Quite honestly, I love it. I love it to death, and I miss it so much. And I miss having a wider audience to be able to talk to and like really be able to get people involved, especially in stuff with like Insomnia Squad and stuff like that I used to do back in the day, and just talking about real stuff. But I feel like HelmetHairr is really not the place for it for me. I have a personal account that I post on all the time. I'm on there literally every single day. I've been trying my best to like grow that account because I just feel like it's gonna be easier for me to keep up with and be more real. I'll tell you what, the thing that I really was super discouraged by being an automotive influencer. I say influencer because I had like 20 whatever thousand followers. It's not like I'm huge, you know what I mean? I have friends that have 1 million and 500,000, 700,000. Like, it's crazy, you know, their numbers are insane. But being the micro influencer that I was, I just felt like I wasn't portraying reality, you know? And like, it was nice because my content was just focused on that one thing, but then I would notice that I turned making content into such a job for myself all the time, and I took it so seriously and like worked myself to death over creating that kind of content that I wasn't enjoying it anymore. And then also the stuff that I was enjoying, I no longer wanted to like, I didn't want to pull my phone out. I didn't want to pull my camera out. I didn't want to shoot anything. I didn't want to take any photos. I didn't want to take any videos of anything of like the real life stuff. That like the real life memories that I was actually making, all of a sudden I didn't have any because I was so like, I don't want to bring my camera. I don't want to bring my phone out. I just want to leave my phone in my purse. Like, because I was so overworked from doing content just in the garage and like constantly be editing and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And like, it wasn't real life. I was killing myself to make those videos in a timely manner and in like the timestamp that I wanted everything to happen, and trying to keep this project secret until it came out on my channel. Like, it was just exhausting. It was exhausting. And I feel like on the new channel, not the new channel, but my new platform that I have, I just am so much more comfortable. I'm so much more comfortable. And like, I feel like I really wish that influencers and bigger influencers would stop caring about just their image so much that they don't remind people of all the really important other things in life. You know what I'm saying? And I just wish that they would do that more often. And honestly, the only reason that they ever post about other things that are really important, like LGBT rights, for example, is because they don't want to get canceled. That's what they're worried about. It's like they don't want to get canceled, so then they like repost a thing or whatever, and like they don't actually have anything to say about it. They're just like trying not to get canceled. And I hate that. I can't stand that. And so I literally just kind of abandoned HelmetHairr as an account altogether, and I would really love it if you guys would like come over to this other account so we can like be real and not just be focus on cars that make 500 plus horsepower all the damn time. There's so much more to life than just that. I'm not saying that's not a huge part of your life if that's something that you love, but that's not all that life is about. You know what I'm saying? And I really want to show the other really good parts of life and the other good like things that can bring you joy, because I feel like sometimes people forget to reconnect with those things because they're so focused on this one thing all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, since moving to the East Coast, I have made some of my most favorable memories already just in being here for the past couple of months than I did in the past 9 or 10 years in California. You know what's really sad too is like, I feel like some of the connections and some of the people that I was really close with in California, but it feels like it was all just like a blur, because I feel like we were just connecting on that one thing, and I don't even hear from any of those people anymore, which sucks, and it's because I'm like irrelevant now, I feel like, in a sense. It's been something I've been battling with mentally a lot, and it sucks because I really thought that some of these people were like real, true friends of mine, and it's crickets, radio silence. What's crazy about the fact that I've been enjoying life so much is like, number one, I've really gotten to reconnect with my family, which has been incredible. But I'm really happy that I have, because I have a lot going on right now, which is some of the heavier stuff that I was talking about. First of all, I have had this consistent back injury since like June. And it gets really scary because I one day woke up in June and I was not able to walk from the couch to the bathroom. I fell asleep on the couch the night before and like watching a movie, and I wasn't able to get myself off of the couch and go to the bathroom, and I like woke up like crying and yelling because I couldn't move and I was terrified. And then I went and saw this really great chiropractor. If any of you live on the East Coast and need a really good chiropractor, his name is Dr. Dane. He's fantastic. And literally had me walking out of there the same day, like literally within an hour. And he stayed open for me because I was so scared. And then I haven't seen a primary care doctor in over 10 years. Literally since I graduated high school, because I was just a make-pretend adult in California, and I was just doing normal Brianna things and not thinking about my health, which is not great because I got blood work done and I'm not getting some fantastic results. Apparently I'm pre-diabetic, and I am on the very, 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 very edge of becoming diabetic. And then I started talking to my family about that, obviously, because I was like, how does this make any sense? I've like been eating the healthiest that I ever have in my entire life. And I was like, hey, you know, this is like what's going on with me right now. I'm trying to figure it out, you know, whatever. They don't have any specific answers right now. They're sending me for more blood work, and they want to send me to this doctor and that doctor and blah, 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 whatever, to confirm all this stuff. I find out that like 90% of my family is diabetic. So that is a very big life-changing thing that's happening for me right now, which has been a lot, because I've always had a really good relationship with food my whole life, and I felt like I was really grateful for that because of all of the things that I've put myself through that I could have easily had a very bad relationship with food, and I somehow didn't fall into that. I don't know how, but I didn't fall into that. And so, where was I going with that? Yeah, so it's been really scary. It's been really scary. And like, I've put myself through so many situations in life where I could have easily had a bad relationship with food, and I have somehow avoided that. I was a competitive gymnast for 13 years, and they were constantly telling me that I was overweight since I was a kid, and then they were just like, oh, you know, she just got a lot of muscle, whatever, blah, 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 she's probably fine. And then I also was very competitive with riding motocross. My dad was a professional motocross rider, and I used to ride with him all the time and like race with him, and I was really good. Really good, by the way. I was really fast when I was a kid. But I took that super seriously all the way through high school till I started tearing ACLs, and then I immediately got into the stunt industry. And the stunt industry, there's constantly this pressure on you to be the same size as the actresses that they hire you to double, when you literally have like 24 hours to 48 hours notice, which is like insane if I'm a size 6 and then the actress is a size 2. So I've always had a very good relationship with food, and like, I guess my body image is not something that I've ever like really hyper fixated on. Obviously I know when I'm getting a little heavier and I could lose some weight, but I'm not like hard on myself about that kind of thing. And I feel like my whole world has just been like flipped upside down. With all that, I should say, I don't really know exactly where this YouTube channel is going. I don't know what to do with it. It's not like I'm gonna stop doing automotive stuff. When I do automotive things, and when I eventually start going to the track and stuff in New Jersey, obviously I have to wait for the season, you know, for that. I definitely will be recording, because I just feel like I have a lot of fun recording myself at the track and like showing my progress and all that kind of thing. But I don't know how consistent I can be with this content here unless if I kill myself over it, which I don't want to do. I'm excited to start building T the Z again, especially now that it's in New Jersey and I'm going to have some time to be able to do that. But like, I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know if you guys would be down for like lifestyle kind of content and like talking to me like the way that we are talking right now. I don't know if you guys are down for that. Sorry, I gotta switch legs again. Whew. All those ACL surgeries, man. Not easy, not easy. But yeah, I don't know what you guys are okay with and not okay with. Should I change the channel name? Should I just make it Breed Lynch? You know, should I show other stuff? I don't know. But I really hope that you guys do go over to my other Instagram platform, and I hope that you guys choose to follow along with me there, because I really felt like I had such a close connection with a lot of you through HelmetHairr, and I really enjoyed talking to you, and I love you guys so much. Like I always say, to please direct message me, please reach out to me. So I really hope that you guys move over there with me. And I hope that you guys are along for the ride, as you always have been, and I really appreciate you guys for sticking around as long as you have, and I hope that you choose to follow along on breelynch.irl, Bree Lynch in real life, because I think it's just going to be a lot more wholesome, and I think it's going to be a lot less curated, and I think it's just going to be a better example of what life is really about and what we should really be focusing on, rather than just, you know, self-promotion all the time, you know? And not really caring about other people, because caring is cool, you know? Caring is really cool, and like I just wish that people actually cared more. And I feel like I'm just tired of everything being curated, you know? I'm just sick of it, tired of it. This is probably gonna be one of my favorite YouTube videos I've ever uploaded. Please let me know, like literally talk to me, tell me what you wanna see. I can just try and start trying to show you guys new stuff and, you know, talking to you guys about new stuff and doing new stuff with you guys if you guys are down. But if you guys aren't down, I don't wanna ruin this for you. And I would rather just leave it the way it is and come back every couple months with automotive content if that's what you guys want. If that's what you guys want. But I really think you're gonna like my Instagram. So I love you guys. I hope that you guys are all doing well. I hope that you guys have had a better couple of months than I have. And you know, I just want to say, even with all of the stuff that is going on, sorry, I'm getting text messages from my coworkers right now. You guys want to see this photo? It's really cute. Our friend Katie just had this baby, and that's the show that we're working on right now. So cute, so cute. This is what's important. That's what I'm talking about. This kind of stuff is what exactly I am saying. That is amazing. And like, that's something I would have never posted on HelmetHairr. Why? Why? Because it's not surrounded by a car. You know, my race car's not in it. Like, come on. Come on, how shallow can you get, man? That's not real. That's not freaking real. And I just want to be real. So, hopefully somebody got something out of this. But anyway, yeah, I really hope you guys connect with me on my other page. If you do, thank you so much. I love you. And if you choose you want to just stay here, I understand. Okay? I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and sticking around. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.